All right, well, hello, beautiful. Thank you so much for being here. If you are new, welcome. And if you love this info, please subscribe. I'm Cody Montarbo, the founder of Montarbo Skincare, always here to help you have the most healthy, glowing, and gorgeous skin of your life. I'm going to show you how to use retinol on other areas of your body besides your face so that you just get beautiful skin all over. You know, vitamin A, which is what is retinol, is an incredible product. I think retinol is worthy of your attention, and a lot of people can't get Retin A anyway. And so I'm going to show you today how to apply retinol, because retinol you apply a little differently than Retin A, because Retin A is a prescription and it is very irritating and it's acidic. So Retin A is the acidic form of vitamin A, and retinol is not acidic. So that's why you can use it longer and you can use more of it, and also why the cell actually prefers it, because with retinoic acid it actually rejects a lot of it because of a lot of the inflammation that occurs when it's introduced into the cell. So this is my formulation. By the way, people have been complimenting me a little bit more on my skin. Thank you so much. Of course, we're all always, kind of our worst critic, but I've been using my retinol religiously, and I've been using like almost 4 to 6 pumps. I'm not telling you that you need to, but if you're using a retinol now and you're not getting the results that you think you should be getting, know that everything is happening below the surface of the skin. But that's the beauty of retinol, is you can use a lot more and get a lot more result, because the cell kind of soaks it up and soaks it in, prefers it actually over the acidic form. So if you're using retinol, whatever form you have now, whatever brand you have now, say you want to do it on the neck now, always be cautious. Doesn't matter what form of vitamin A you're using, whether prescription or just this, is that it can be itchy. Like I've even been getting itchy on my neck because I've been doing this probably 3 times a week on my neck to always keep everything, flawless, basically. So what I recommend is you do kind of your face, and then if you're going to start treating your neck, try to do it like maybe every other night. But I definitely think that you can probably use about 3 pumps. And what you do with the neck area is you kind of just rub it on both sides like this, and you get underneath here. Make sure that you get right here, because a lot of the gels kind of happen like this, and you want to get that jawline like this, and you want to get behind the ears like this, so you're getting the whole area is treated, because a lot of people get damage here, and you want to get your ears too, and just kind of let that kind of soak in. And if you feel like you can handle it every night, feel free to go for it. If you do get irritation, you can always back off. And then you would do another probably 2 to 3 pumps on the back of the hand. So you just kind of rub it in like this. And retinol actually is really cool for the crepiness on your body. Yes, Retin A is too, but retinol actually, I think, is better, because you don't get so much of the irritation, and it's much more friendly in cost, so you can actually get a lot more introduced into the cell without the irritation and see a little bit more of a result quicker typically. So on the back of the hands, I recommend probably 2 to 3 pumps. If you're using like kind of a creamer formulation, then probably half an almond size amount. And then if you're going to do it on your forearms, what I'm going to recommend is 1, 2, 3. And you would do both sides, and you just kind of rub it in like this. And I think you want to kind of spend a little bit more time kind of rubbing it in than you would if you were using like Retin A. So you spend a little more time. And then don't forget the back. You never want to forget any area of your, your body. So just rub it in completely. I'm going to show this side to you too. Even though I have tattoos, some people would be like, oh my God, I can't believe you're doing that to your tattoos. But I always want to keep my forearms and hands like beautiful, especially because I wash my hands so much with my work. So that was another 3 pumps. If you want to use less, use what you feel comfortable with. But here's the thing with retinol, like I think people should be using a lot more. I think you could be getting a lot more results with your skincare if you use a lot more product. And I know products are expensive, but I tell you what, like if you're not seeing a professional especially, you can use a lot more product and get better results, so that you kind of don't always need to rely on a professional. But some people are, I think the old school is kind of, just a little bit, and that's fine. And if that's you, that's fine. I'm not here to, do what feels right for you. But, I see some people even with sunscreen, and they use like 3 pea-sized amounts and they put it on. That's just not enough. That's not going to do much for your skin, okay? You need to like protect it with a good amount. Same thing with skincare. So that was like 3 pumps. So 3 pumps is basically, let me just show you so you can see. 3 pumps is like, maybe an almond size, a little smaller than an almond. I did that on here, my hands, and my neck, and then if you're gonna do your chest, you do another bit on your chest. Now, I would say that the best way to do this is to pick one area that you really wanna start working on first. So don't do neck, chest, forearms, and hands all at once, because that's going to be a lot of irritation, especially if the formula is good. Now, it doesn't mean the formula is bad if you're not getting irritation, just so you know, okay? You kind of typically want to treat 10% of the body area at a time when you're doing something like this. So if you were just doing face, then you do the face, but you don't do face, neck, chest, and everything all at once, because that could be just a lot for you to experience irritation. So let's say you want to just start doing your neck. So now slowly, every other day, just start treating your neck and doing your neck. And if you feel like you can build up to doing it 5 to 7 nights, then go for it. But only you know that. You know your skin. And I recommend, if you're under the care of a professional, like when people buy my products, I give them my recommendation based on their concerns, their baseline, and what they're doing. And everyone should be doing that with their skincare. So if you buy your skincare from Sephora or wherever online, or your doctor, that's what they're there for. That's their job. Their job isn't just to sell you shit. Their job is to help you know how to use it, when to back off, when not to use it. And everyone's skin is so different. That's what makes my industry the most difficult and challenging, is that you're dealing with this is the biggest part. One is every product is kind of created, it seems like everybody can use this and get beautiful skin results overnight. And then that's not true. And then we also need to take into consideration that's not true, because everybody's starting off at a different place. So it's like, you imagine signing up for a gym, 100 people sign up for a gym, and then just everybody is always doing the same workout. It doesn't work like that. Some people need more aggressive workout, depending on if they're athletes or whatever. So we have to kind of meet people where they're at, and that's the job of a skincare professional, is to guide you. So if you went and bought something from Sephora and it's not always maybe necessary to return a product. Maybe you need to figure out how to use it differently, and that's what they're supposed to be there for, is to kind of help you, guide you through that process, and especially if they can look at your skin. So anyway, guys, if you're having any irritation with using retinol, either use less, back off. Also be careful of hot water, hand washing, and stuff like that. And you want to do this as the last thing before your bed. You don't want to use with retinol. I recommend that you don't put anything on your skin before or after. So with Retin A, I said in the other video, you can do before. You would moisturize your neck before or after. Sometimes if you're very sensitive with retinol, no. Usually because the ingredients in retinol, there's other soothing agents in here and a little bit of buffers that will also help to moisturize the skin. And if you put moisture over the retinol, over the vitamin A, then you might limit its ability to reach its full potential in the skin. Unless you're extremely sensitive and you're just like, I can't handle it, then moisturize. Do you, girl. And I'm just gonna leave you with this. Only women say their skin is sensitive. You need to figure out why you're sensitive. And mostly it's because you're probably using a lot of makeup and you've used a lot of different skincare products that aren't really meant for your skin type or your concerns, and your skin has become sensitized. Now, you may be one of the few that does have a little bit of sensitive skin. Like, you're sensitive, like to, for instance, I do have sensitive skin to like perfumes and fragrance and stuff like that. But I can do an acid on my face all day long. So you just need to figure out what that sensitivity is and where it's coming from. And if it's something that is caused by a lack of nutrients in the skin and a lack of using the right ingredients, or training your skin to work itself out so that it becomes stronger and more hydrated and more healthy and more just kind of stronger, then you need to figure that out so that you're getting your skin to the optimal level. Because a lot of people I see come in and they'll say, my skin is sensitive, don't do anything. It's like, well, what have you been doing at home? And they're like, well, I wear full coverage, 80-day wear makeup, and I do all of these things to my skin. I use apple cider vinegar, and I use lemon juice, and I do all this stuff. And I'm like, well, your skin is not that sensitive if you're using all of those agents. Anyway, guys, I know I've said a lot, so if you have any questions, feel free to ask them below. And remember, always make sure that when you're using any retinol, you're just being really cautious with the sun and anything else that could be irritating this area that you're using it on, including fabric that might be very dry, like wool or polyester. Rubbing on an area that's been treated with Retin A or vitamin A retinol can also be very irritating to the skin. Also, like, I notice when I'm around my dog, like that fur can be a little bit irritating and stuff. So just just be cautious of all things that could be causing an irritation when you're using these products in other areas of your body. All right, I love you guys so much. I'll see you soon in a new video. Bye.